All right. So, some of the things I want to talk about is I've been doing some work on this Inspiral Communities ticket. And a lot of this is around how can we start to have like a network of communities inside the Inspiral group so that it's not just Wellington being the center of gravity or everything. How could the Auckland community have the same center of gravity as Wellington and the same sort of power in the network, or Melbourne or Berlin or San Francisco? So I've written up this document, which I'm starting to share with a few folks. It's really just my Catalyst stewards at the moment, and the Catalysts and the MPB and a few other people who've expressed interest. And then I'll be sharing that with the people going to the stewardship retreat, and then the membership, and then the wider sort of network. So often when I'm exploring new ideas, I'll start to talk to larger and larger circles about them, getting feedback along the way so that it makes the best use of everyone's time. But if you are interested in the idea of a network of communities and how they can work and how new communities can start up, then hit me up and I can loop you into that conversation. I've also been doing some work on the ambassador program. So this is sort of tied into winding up the Alliance experiment. And this is really starting to look at who are our ambassadors, how do they work, what do they do. So I started an Ambassador Lumio group. We're doing a roll call. We've got 7 people who are continuing to be ambassadors, a few people stepping back or having a break, one person stepping back. And this is we're starting to have a fortnightly call. We're all using HubSpot. Some of us are doing 1 or 2 meetings a week. Some of us are doing 1 or 2 meetings a day. And it's really just about how can we consciously share resources and share learnings about how to represent, Inspiral, and build relationships with other orgs. So that ambassador work is continuing, and it's been a big part of my week. And then the other part of it is, as Susan mentioned, launching the website. So if you go to inspiral.inspiraldev.com, you're going to see this lovely coming soon page. If you go to /members at the end of it, then some magic happens and it will let you in. And then you can start to have a look around. So the content isn't perfect. There's still a bunch of work to do on the content, but the structure is fairly close to where we're going. And if you look at the current website, it's got, we haven't had many updates since 2014 or so. So there's a bit of new stuff here. And really we're aiming to get this tight enough so we can launch it quite soon. So inspiral.inspiraldev.com/members, jump in there and start to give us some feedback about where the website's at. So that's the main stuff from the work I've been doing on. This other one, the Inspiral Services reformat, that's getting very close to being able to share with folks. So look out for that. That'll first be going to the Inspiral Services community, and then hopefully it can go out to the wider community for discussion in early July. So that's the tickets I've been working on. My last week in Wellington, looking forward to being in Europe for the next 5 weeks, and hope you all stay warm.